Hey there everybody, how the devil are you? It's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to you all to Travel Blog Jamie. I'm currently sailing on board Costa Toscana, an Italian cruise ship on a 1-week Mediterranean cruise, and I opted to stay in a sea view cabin, so called because you can see the view or view the sea. In this vlog I'm going to give you a full tour and review of my cabin, but hark! I can hear the noise of Facebook complainers. Yes, I posted some pictures of this cabin online on Facebook a few days ago, and a few of the comments were less than kind. One person described the cabin as crass, another garish, another kinky. So you and I have got some investigating to do, we really have. Are those fair reviews? Let's find out. Let's do this! As always, let's start location. 8 elevators here at the aft of the ship on deck 4, staircase. We are located portside aft. It's cabin 4304, Talamone deck. And Talamone apparently is a beautiful fishing village on the west coast of Tuscany. Okay, we don't have too far to walk to our cabin from the aft elevators and stairwell. Just down here, yes, it's very blue. Blue happens to be one of my favorite colors as well. So I am digging the decor in here. Also, it has good width down here, which I know is very important to some of you. Right, Costa Cruise key card at the ready, and we are going to zap in. Welcome to 4304. Come on in. You are cordially invited and welcome. On such a large ship such as Costa Toscana, the proximity to stairwells and elevators was much appreciated. With the crew area below and passenger cabins directly above, this was a quiet location. Alrighty folks, well this is a standard sea view cabin, although given the amount of space in here, I'd say it's anything but standard. As you come into this cabin, on the right hand side, you've got your AC unit. It's always on, so choose your temperature and choose it wisely. Down here, we have a slot for your cruise key card to illuminate your cabin. I use an old store card, and I'll tell you why. It's because I want my AC to be on all the time, not just when I'm in my cabin. It gets a bit too hot and stuffy for my liking, and I get very, very grumpy. We have some light switches here, although I can never remember which operates which light, I'm afraid. Now then, you'll notice we've got some storage space here, wardrobe. These handles or hooks over here, I was trying to open these. No, they're hooks by hook or crook. And over here, I've only noticed that 5 days in to this cruise. I thought it was a hook. It's not, it's more storage space. And I've been telling everybody out there that the storage space in this cabin is very limited. I do apologize profusely. I'm so embarrassed. We'll move by that for now. Welcome to what some of you feel is quite a controversial looking cabin. You need to get over it. Is it too IKEA? Is it too Ibis? Is it too garish, crass? Let's just look a little bit further before we make that decision. Let's start in the bedroom, which is where I know many of you prefer to start. I think this bedroom area is fabulous. I really do. First of all, super comfy bed. I would say it's on the medium to firm side. I've had the best night's sleep in here, and it's a really quiet location. Now, somebody said to me, well, this is no good. I need a headboard. I read at night. And I'm like, oh, I don't think you've understood. This entire back wall and even the sides here is your headboard. And in case you don't believe me, look, spongy, spongy, spongy. I can't keep my fingers off it. Look, oh, gorgeous, just gorgeous. You know, sometimes just calm down with the judgments. Ask questions first, maybe. I think this headboard is absolutely wonderful, and I'm a massive fan of what I'm calling baby blue color. I think it's just brilliant. And indeed, this can be configured as a twin if you so wish. Essentially what this means is the two single beds currently joined together will be separated, and these shelves move to the middle. Now I thought, how on earth is that going to work? They are fixed to the wall, but look what I found out. Look, you see, I am investigating. Mind the noise. Ready? Sorry about that. Look, they actually move. You can unhook them and they get placed in the middle. I think that's very, very clever. I love a bit of maneuverability. Well, there you go, fix them back. Well done, Jamie. Of course, you're going to want to know if your case fits under the bed. Yes, it does. Can I just say, somebody out there said my case was like their granny's case. And I thought, well, that's interesting, because when my grandma was alive, there were no lightweight cases with 4 wheels at the bottom. They were also lightweight. But, you know, whatever. Meat sandwich. Now then, my darlings, if you sleep on the left-hand side of the bed, I'm afraid there's no socket, there's no outlet over there. However, if you're on the right-hand side, just tucked under there, we've got a European socket and a USB port as well. Tucked away, hidden away, but I am investigating. Right, let's have a look at the cabin from this angle. Would it be too obvious at this point to say angles and perspectives are everything? Probably. The television is opposite the bed. Thank you very much for that, Costa. You wouldn't believe how many cruise lines, Cunard, can't seem to manage that. This is only a little bit maneuverable, having said that. So I'm not sure that's much use if you're actually trying to watch from your chaise longue. And please don't ask me what all this is about. I've got no idea. Not a Scooby, my darlings. Does this make any sense to you? Does it? One of the obvious benefits of staying in a cabin like this is the natural light and the sea view, not to mention the fact you've got this glorious little bench seating area right under your picture window, which I think is a lovely idea. We are currently sailing from Palma de Mallorca to Sicily, and on the horizon, I don't think you can make this out, is Sardinia. Love being so close to the water level as well. I know some of you get a little bit freaked out by that. For me, it's a part of cruising. Let's see how comfy this is, shall we? Very comfy indeed. You know, pop a couple cushions behind you, plonk your drink there. Bob's your uncle, Petunia, your auntie. Maybe a great auntie. Another apology to make. I have only just realised that underneath our seat, our bench, there's more storage space. And whilst there are extra cushions in here, look, there's plenty of storage space down there as well. Again, I'm so sorry, Costa Cruises, and to all those of you who I said on Facebook, there's not much storage in here, although there's enough for me. It won't be enough for some of you. Whoops. At least I'm apologising. Some people would just try and cover it up, you know, like they hadn't said that. They hadn't made a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm really sorry. If you're wondering about the power of these curtains, well, first of all, you've got a net curtain, block out some of the sunshine, but at night, you've got this heavy-duty blackout curtain. As you can see, it works a treat. And can I just say one more time, I think this is such a beautiful, serene bedroom area. Is all of that about to change as we take a look at the lounge area? So these colours have really offended some of you out there, describing them as garish, as crass, as IKEA. I love IKEA, by the way, that's not an insult. As an Ibis kind of style room. I love Ibis style rooms as well. This is not a luxury cruise liner, by the way. This is budget. So I don't mind you comparing it to Ibis and IKEA if that's where you get your kicks from. I'm going to go out there on record right now and say, Costa Cruises, I applaud you for not being like everyone else, for not going down the brown, beige, boring, dull as old dishwater route. Well done to you for standing out from the crowd. Don't be like everyone else. So this chaise longue actually is a sofa bed, so you can sleep 3 people in here should you wish. Now, you'll have cool towels delivered to your cabin. Don't lose them. Make sure you return them to your cabin, otherwise you'll be charged. I think it's 20 euros per towel. Ouch! You'll be assigned a cabin attendant and they'll clean your room once you've left your cabin every morning. There's no turn down service on Costa. However, that doesn't stop your awesome cabin attendants from creating some towel art. Now, I've called this little thing Maffle. I think this is what Maffle looks a bit like when he's reading in bed. Just so you can visualize that a little bit better. There you go. There's also a reading light right above little Matthew. Perfect. Over here we've got our workstation / vanity area. It is definitely not the biggest out there. We also have, believe it or not, a floor to ceiling length mirror. I'm not sure how it's useful having a mirror down here. Is that to see your shoes? What's that for? Anybody able to explain that to me? Anybody? We have a comfy chair. Just to the right hand side there is a shelf, actually, if you want to see how deep that is. Well, on this side it's not too bad, but it's kind of useless over there. We have somewhere with a hairdryer. Yes, I'll do a hairdryer test shortly. There is a drawer underneath the desk and a very small shelf area here too. We've got our lamp, a little rack here for any information that you might receive during your cruise. This is the oggi a bordo, meaning today on board. It's your daily program. Pretty standard with most cruise lines now. We have our telephone. You get 2 glasses, and over here, tucked away in the corner, 2 USB ports and 2 European sockets. There's also this very interesting coral bowl. Now the outside doesn't move. The bowl itself does move, so you know, you could fill that with crisps or something, chocolates, take them over there, have whilst you're in bed. This yogurt does not come included with the cabin, by the way. Someone out there is bound to ask, I kid you not. Some people will say, no questions are stupid. I'm not one of those people. Sorry. I can't put it off any longer. Hairdryer of doom. It's already attached to something, so please don't try to pull it out of its socket. Can you see how long that cable is? I know that's actually really important to some of you. This is an interesting looking hairdryer. It has 1 speed setting, and I believe it has 2 heat settings. Let's see just how hot this is. The age-old question: will it dry your big hairy bush? Let's find out. Oh, that's getting hot. Oh! Wow. It doesn't look much, does it? But that packs a punch and heat. I think you're gonna be all right, even if you've got an oversized bush. Oh, look, there's a little compartment here as well. Maybe for, I don't know, hair straighteners? What would you put in there? Thank you very much. Alrighty, let's delve a little bit further into this cabin. We've got a near floor to ceiling length mirror here. This is a good size, good width as well. And look over here, I haven't seen one of these in years. We've got an actual vanity area, a real one. Look, watch. That's so cool. So you do actually have some storage space here, and if you want to put your makeup on, maybe this is the place to do it. We've got a wee poof underneath as well. What on earth though is this? Well, my darlings, it's a curtain, and this is what is considered very controversial by some vloggers out there who wanted to focus on this more than anything else, and some of you. It's the window into madness. I mean, into your shower. Look, I'm just gonna up there. There's your shower and your toilet back there. Now you're asking, why on earth? Why do we have to have this in a cabin? Well, let me try and answer that question for you. Let's head into that bathroom. Come on over to my place. Hey-oo. Right, bathroom time. Are you ready for this? I love this bathroom. I really do. I don't care what other vloggers have said. Look at the blue tiles, blue and white. Fabulous nautical theme, and look at all these shelves as well. Yes, I've got me a Tom Ford electric cherry, don't you worry. I think this is a beautiful bathroom, especially when you consider this is a standard cabin, and I haven't told you how much these cost yet, have I? Oh, wait till a bit later. Oh my goodness, 1 cheek, 2 cheeks, rah rah rah. How you say that in Italian? Una chiappa, due chiappe, rah rah rah. Sorry about that. Before we go any further, let's just see how much leg room you've got when you're on the john. I think that's quite good. And look, if you've got the shower door open, woo, you can almost have a party. Lovely jubbly. And whilst we're sat down, let's cover a couple other things. Yep, the loo roll is right next to you. No reaching behind you and pulling muscles here, my darlings. To the right hand side, there's a little shelf underneath the sink basin. We've got a sanitary bin here. The sink basin itself, actually, look how much space there is to the right hand side of that. That's great. We've got 2 shelves here as well. One of those awful torture devices that you know I don't go anywhere near. Shaving sockets, 2 glasses here for your bits and bobs, odds and sods, nick and knack, brick. and breadth, darlings. Decent sized mirror here. We've got a towel rack right above the toilet, so make sure the lid is down, otherwise you know what might happen. There is a metal toilet brush, take note Cunard, and come on, let's check out this shower. You're going to fit 2.1 people in there, not the biggest shower I've ever seen, but the door, it's a glass one, and it's an innie-outie, like those, don't we? The shower itself, not the most powerful I've ever had, but very hot indeed, so I'm very pleased with that. Yes, there's a washing line up here. We've got a handle here in case you're rocking and rolling when you're trying to shower. There is a corner shelf as well. Let's look at the bathroom from this angle before we tackle the controversy that is the frosted glass. So I'll say again, I think this is a very nice bathroom. It really does look the part, in my humble opinion. Well, first of all, a few reasons why you might actually quite like this frosted glass window separating the shower and your bedroom area. Well, you actually do have a sea view whilst you're showering, should you wish to have a sea view. If Matthew were here, I'd absolutely be pulling faces through that at him as well. I would. And keeping an eye on him. If you're somebody who suffers with claustrophobia in a cruise ship cabin, well, this might be of help because you're going to actually have a level of natural light that you wouldn't have otherwise. Okay, let's close that and see how much you can see through the curtain and frosting. Well, certainly from inside the shower, you cannot see anything the other side of that curtain into the cabin. Okay, can you see my bits and bobs, odds and sods, from that side of the curtain? Honestly, I have no idea what all the fuss is about. All I can assume is that some vloggers are just hoping you're gonna click, 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 click like mad on their videos. Okay, I'd like you to click on mine as well, of course, but that really is not an issue in my humble opinion. I also am not sure how to address the comment made from someone saying it was kinky. In my world, I'm not even gonna go there. I don't think that's kinky, okay? We're basically saying you're not able to see your partner, your loved one, naked because of the frosting and the curtain. Maybe a tiny bit of a shadow, certainly nothing. Oh, dangling. That's tiny, by the way. Oh my God, I've got to get in so much trouble in this vlog, aren't I? I'm sure some of you have seen your partner naked before, haven't you? What if you're not sharing with your partner though? You still can't see anything. You're gonna be fine. Okay, storage space. Now then, these hooks / handles, they're really confusing. They're both. This is the double wardrobe area, and I think this is a very good space. We've got a very long rail, lots of hangers. You can ask for more hangers as well. There is a big shelf up here, although admittedly a lot of it is taken up with your life vests. Yes, I've got my crease release, of course I have. And you have a big shelf down there, and underneath where I put my shoes. There's also a decent sized mirror on the back of this door. Now, I apologized earlier, didn't I? I had no idea that there was more storage space right next to the main door. And what a fool I am. I know I am. You don't need to tell me again. Look, we've got lots of shelves here, and also you're in cabin safe. You don't have to pay any extra for that. So, given that Costa Cruises in the Mediterranean tend to do just 1 week cruises, I actually think there is enough storage space in this cabin. Speaking of storage space and clothes, there are no self-serve laundrettes on board Costa Toscana. There is, however, a servizio lavanderia. I think that's how you say it. Well, Costa is a truly international cruise line, and as you can see, all the garments have been written in 6 different languages, and some of those prices here for you. What do you think? Too much? About right? Comparable with other cruise lines? It stands to reason that on an Italian cruise line, most of the channels on the television are going to be in Italian. So if you're from the UK, best get learning some Italian, or maybe some French, Spanish or German. Plenty of those channels too. I've never seen this before. I've seen forward webcams, but not both forward and aft. And look, learn some Italian. Prua, poppa. Bloody love it. Grazie. And finally, let's check out room service. Room service is included in your cruise fare if you are in a suite. Otherwise, you gotta pay extra. For continental breakfast, you'll be charged €5 per person. However, there's no trade charge. For €12, you can have a continental breakfast and hot dish. Of course, if you want to grab breakfast from the buffet and bring it back to your cabin, no problem. I tried out a continental breakfast. It wasn't too bad actually, but the toast, like cardboard. And for lunch, dinner, late night snacks, well, there's a plethora of dishes. As you can see, these are charged individually. I will say the pizzas on board are absolutely stunning. In particular, I was a big fan of the calzone. Worth every penny in my opinion. And as you can see, and unsurprisingly, quite a Mediterranean and Italian focus of this menu. Many of you have been asking me, what is the food really like on board? Is it any good? Well, coming soon, my feature-length vlog where I'll be rating every plate on board. And finally, some of the snacks and drinks on offer through room service. Be aware that drinks ordered through room service are subject to a 15% service charge. I know some of you are very observant and you'll have just seen the minibar selection and you'll be wondering, Jamie, is there a fridge in this cabin? No, there's no fridge. No fridge. Don't worry about that. I do like a fridge in a cabin, I've got to say. This cabin was going for just over £300 per person for this week's cruise. I kid you not. A Mediterranean cruise, 1 week in a sea view cabin, just over £300 per person. I mean, I think that's insane value for money. Me, as a solo passenger, I had to pay £800 for this week. Having said that, that also included my return flights with British Airways from London Heathrow to Milan Linate Airport and transfers from Milan Linate Airport down to the port of Savona to join this ship. I think that's bloody good value. If any of you from the UK in particular have done a solo fly cruise around the Med for a week for £800, you will know that's absolutely astounding value. What about the supplements on board? Well, you're going to have to make sure you have subscribed and turned on notifications to watch the full-length feature vlog all about this 1 week cruise. But what are your thoughts? Please drop those comments below. I think I've probably ruffled just a few feathers, but I'm ready for you birds. Come for me. Thanks for watching and thanks for your support as we race towards 36,000 subscribers. Today's shoutouts go to my gorgeous Tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons. And oh my goodness gracious me, yes, you too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. For your personalized video messages, just search cameo.com/travelblogjamie. It's as simple as that. There's more. We can follow each other on Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins, X, Threads, Instagram and Blue Sky at TravelBlogJamie, and of course, right here, right now, on YouTube.